guys, my name is Brittany and I am a middle school science teacher. And during this lovely pandemic, I thought, well, might as well start a YouTube channel. So here we go. My first video is going to be things that I have been doing that seem to be working on this online learning platform. Am I perfect? Absolutely not. Do I know what I should be doing? No, but these have just been things that have been working for me. So I was going to take you through my Google Classroom and show you what I've been posting, how I've been posting it, and maybe come up with some new ideas with you guys.
All right, so here is my Google Classroom, and this is the first page that the kids pull up. If you're a teacher, I'm sure you've used this before, and you know. But the thing that I've been doing is about 2 to 3 times a week, I have been posting a update video for my students. So this video may answer questions that they've had, or it may just be like shout outs to different students, telling them happy birthday or whatnot. Now, the thing that I did not know you could do until recently is I started hiding all of my classwork notifications. And so I really like this because then the kids seem to get confused because they'll look at the stream and they'll be like, oh, I don't know which one to do first. And that I can see how that gets confusing. So if you hide those notifications from the classwork tab, then they have to go to the classwork tab to actually look at the assignments. And this will just be updates and little, announcements that you have made. I have also posted like links to different things for them to watch, like live webcams of certain aquariums and other things that they can do that are kind of fun to give them a break from their schoolwork. Now I'm going to click on this classwork tab, and that's where the students come to do their work. And the first thing that they see, this is my view of it, so it's a little bit different than the students, but I have my office hours posted at the very top. They don't move, so they can see when my office hours and my Google Meet times are daily, and then they also have the link to my Google Meet here as well. And this also changes daily. And if you don't know, Google updated this through Google Classroom so that you can generate a link through Google Classroom. You just have to go up here to your little settings tab and come down here to Meet, and then you can change your link daily. So you just press reset and then you can copy it. You can also make it visible to students here, but I found that it's kind of hard to find. So I just go ahead and copy that link into my little post here, and then I can just delete it out after the meeting is over. I usually update it about 5 minutes before we have our meet. You can also see here how I have tried to keep my Google Classroom as organized as possible. So I have divided out the work by week, and that allows the students to more easily find the work that they're supposed to do that week. So for instance, the first thing that we have to post in my district is we have to post an instructional plan each week. And these instructional plans actually go to the State Department, but it's kind of like a lesson plan, but we're supposed to post it so that students and parents alike can see what the kids are supposed to be doing in one short little thing. These also go to our administration so that they are able to access the work that we're posting without having to log into our Google Classrooms. So we have our daily learning targets. We also have our critical standards, which were defined for us by our district. And then what the kids are doing each day, the links to the work that they're doing, and then the due dates for all of their work. I've gone super simplistic, and instead of having work due at the end of the day or, giving them 2 days to do it, all of the work posts Monday morning at 8 o'clock, and then it's all due at 11:59 the following Sunday. So that way they have a full week. If they want to do it all in one day, they absolutely can. If they want to, do it each day like it's posted, that's totally fine too. Or if they can't get to it till the weekend, then they have that opportunity to do it there too. Now I'm going to click on my Friday post from last week to kind of show you how it's set up. So we'll ignore the fact that, a little over half of my students did their work, but this is how I set it up. I go through and I write what order they should do things in and the instructions for each of the assignments, and then all of the assignments are linked within the post as well. So daily they do a check-in form, and then every Friday they do a reflection form. And then they also have their work posted. So in this case, I have made a video of these notes and I linked it within this translation notes document so that they just click on the link, it takes them to the video, they watch it, they fill out the guided notes, and then at the end there's a Google form linked with analysis questions, application questions for the notes that they just did. So it's probably between like 5 and 10 questions for each of the notes sections, and the notes videos are about 5 to 8 minutes each. And then also I have just posted the slides just in case they want to go back and review something and don't want to have to watch the video, which is totally fun. Now I'm going to take you to my check-in forms. And I got this idea from another teacher and I loved it, so I borrowed it from her. So I have made a little video to tell them why this is important, and they have to tell me their first name and last name, the day of the week, and these are required daily. And then this question down here to tell me something that I need to know that is optional. So they can tell me, something that's going to make them not be able to do their work that week, or they can tell me something good, something they've learned, something that they're doing at home, whatever they want to tell me. Because, as a teacher, we have these conversations daily with our students, and they tell us all this stuff. They just want us to know about their lives. And so we don't have that much of an opportunity to do that now with these students because, we're not seeing them face to face. So this gives them the opportunity to tell me whatever they want. And I've actually had a lot of students tell me fun things that they're doing and, things that they're excited about, which I love. And then I also use this information to make those update videos. So if somebody says, oh, it's my birthday today, I can give them a shout out and say, happy birthday, little Johnny. So it's just nice that way. Lastly, this is my e-learning weekly reflection. And so I also borrowed this idea from another teacher in my department. And it's just a way that I can make sure that I'm following up with students that need to be followed up with. So they have to fill out their name. They fill this out once a week on Fridays. So they fill out their name. They tell me if they had any issues with doing the work this week. And if they did they contact me or not? So this has actually been very beneficial because there have been a couple of students who was like, yeah, I had trouble and I contacted Miss Allen. And I went back and looked through all of my communication and I did not have anything from them. So I was able to contact them and say, hey, you said you contacted me, but I didn't get anything from you. So, what's going on? What do you need my help with? Or did you figure it out on your own? So it's just like kind of like a double check to make sure that kids aren't falling through the cracks, and that they have an additional way to say, hey, Miss Allen, I'm struggling, or, I'm doing fine. I don't need any help. So. All right, just a couple of other things I wanted to show you about how I'm kind of staying organized and things that I'm doing. So first of all, I have created a folder just for online learning, and then a folder inside that for each week of learning. And then within those weekly folders, I have a folder for each day where I can just go in and put the work that I've posted for each day. That way it's easier for me to access if I need to look at something. Also, it's easier for me to link the stuff when I do my weekly plan. It just keeps it all organized for me. And then one more thing is Screencastify. And if you've never used Screencastify, you should. So I started using this prior to this online learning situation for students who had, missed school or who wanted to go back and review stuff. But what I do is I make little videos using Screencastify, and it has been awesome. I just link them within the work that the kids are doing, and it helps them to just do little snippets. The great thing about Screencastify is when you make your videos, they automatically upload to your Google Drive, and then you can upload them straight from there into YouTube.
All right, lastly, I want to encourage you to talk to other teachers. So I'm very lucky. I have an awesome department with people that I love to talk to and that we always bounce ideas off of. Even more so, I have 2 other teachers that teach the same subject as me. And so we are always collaborating and talking about things that we've made. We're sharing ideas and using each other's ideas. And it's awesome that way because we all think differently, right? So it always helps to have somebody else's ideas and just a different approach to teaching. both my check-in form that I've been using and my reflection form, or ideas that other people had that they shared with me that they were doing. And the check-in form I kind of tweaked a little bit because I got that idea from an elementary school teacher. And so she does hers where she asks them like a different question every day, and mine's the same. Mine's like, is there anything you want me to know, so that I know if they're sick or if somebody in their family's sick, or if, you know, they're having to travel somewhere and they're not able to get on to do their work. For instance, I've had kids tell me, you know, I'm having to watch my siblings, so I'm sorry if it's late. And that way I can know what to look for, I can know when to look for it, and I know how to help them. I've also had students tell me cool things that they've been doing. So it doesn't just have to be like, you know, things that are making them not be able to do their work. It can also be awesome things that they're learning during this time. And then the reflection form, like I said, I also got that idea from one of my fellow teachers in my department, and it's such a great idea and I love it because, you know, if you have 112 students like I do, sometimes kids fall through the cracks, right? And not because you're not looking for them, but because you get 10,000 emails a day, or, you know, so many messages on Google Classroom. So it's always beneficial to have that extra thing that they can say, yes, I contacted Miss Allen, and I can go back and check and make sure that I got back to them. Or if I'm like, oh gosh, I don't remember them sending me a message, then I can send them a message and say, hey, you said you contacted me, but I didn't get anything from you, which I have also done during this time period. It just makes it easier to keep up with everything because, you know, this is new territory for everybody, and so it's hard. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed my video, and please subscribe, and I will see you later.